Back here in the caboose. Hi, you hanging out back there in my El Camino? Your feather, mama cat, right? I'm gonna talk a little bit more about this colostrum because it's there's really definitely something going on with this. I've never, ever had a supplement that worked this good that fast. So kitty cats are gonna be getting this stuff. I'm gonna put them in a little sprinkle bottle. This is this stuff right here. So even if I sprinkle it on their food and they're not really taking it exactly the right way, I noticed it helped out Miss Gold Digger so much. They're all going to get it. I'm going to get some more of this stuff, put it in like a little, just when they give them, just when I put the Add Life vitamins in there, they're going to get it too. Well, anyway, I'm showing this colostrum with some engine restore because in a way, this is my motorcycle here. In a way, it almost reminds me of it. Like as engine restore is to a motorcycle or a car, colostrum seems to be restoring everything. Now, I'm in my mid 60s now. I'm like basically a senior citizen, and from when I was 52 to say 57 or 58. Well, it didn't decline that quickly, but definitely from 52 to 57, all through 57, that age, I was working out 3 hours a day, and I was at single digits body fat, and I was many pounds less than I am now, right? And, somehow I just got out of it a little bit at a time. It just reduced it to workout time, and all of a sudden that'll go work out today. Once you start getting out of the mode. Now today, I think I skipped one day in the last 3 weeks. I've been going, upping more and more time, more and more intensity. Like last night I did an hour and a half on elliptical. The night before that I did 2 hours. And then I do the weights after that. And I'm still, I'm out there riding a motorcycle. Went to the rifle range and all that type of stuff too. That was another thing. Sometimes I don't have time to do an energy. So, and, doing all the things I need to do, like mow the lawn with the little lawnmower and stuff out there in the hot sun. It's just like, so this stuff is doing something. It's like I said, I literally feel like I'm about the way I felt like 25 years ago. Now, in the morning, when I get up, I feel like kind of like stiff, like not sore stiff, but that's probably from working out. It's just like I'm starting to kind of up in the intensity a little more and more. Now, if I get back to doing 3 hours a day on elliptical plus weights, I'm going to be back where I was, So I almost think of this stuff almost like engine restore. I mean, I'm such a gearhead. Well, I have a lot of interest. If you noticed on my YouTube channel, it's all over the place. I mean, there's definitely not one. I got one of the most. I guess in my channel, I got the most different subjects of anybody. It's like sorry, that's just how I am. Well, what do you expect from a Gemini, right? Geminis are multi-talented and basically jack of all trades, master of none. More of a book guy too, actually, but I ride a motorcycle, do mechanical stuff. But I've always had a keen interest in this health stuff. And one of the things I used to think too, I never really took supplements back when I was in my 40s and 30s and stuff. Once in a while, but usually just ate the fruits and stuff and the vegetables and the good foods. But I always said just getting out in the sun and running or bicycling and exercising outside, getting out the fresh air and really working out. Like I worked out 365 days a year, but I knew like just being out there in the sun and running a lot of mega miles, I knew that was doing something. Then later on I found it. There's a lot of stuff that does. Actually, distance running releases human growth hormone. And even when I was, was on the elliptical for 3 hours before, some years ago, I found out that releases of human growth hormone too. You could do it in different ways. You could do it with interval training, but this stuff, colostrum, has human growth hormone in it, 1 and 2, plus telomerase, which lengthens the telomeres on your chromosomes. If you can keep those things long, you probably live hundreds of years and stay young. If you could do that. I don't know how much telomerase it has. I've been taking the astragalus root because it helps lengthen the telomeres. I also take the vitamin D a lot with the K2, the magnesium, the Got2 Cola. Now, I'm also getting on with the reishi root tea, which I take with spearmint tea. But, this thing is the only thing. I've been studying this for 2 decades, these different things, and I study like probably an hour or so a day, different items, and I buy the books by the doctors. I also buy like the big book of nutritional, medicines, they call it nutritional medicine, orthomolecular medicine, all that type of stuff. I've been, even though I'm an amateur, not certified in anything, it's like my body of knowledge is good. And also, my IQ has been tested. When I was in school, I had a scholarship, full scholarship. I was in Who's Who for scholastic achievement. It was tested at 130, 133. And also when I went into the Marine Corps, they had a ASVAB test. I scored like that high too. Again, that was just equivalent to an IQ test, which was extremely high. Not saying I'm a genius or nothing, but in other words, if I read a lot of stuff and it's like, I got a good body of knowledge because I have enough intelligence to retain a lot of it. Another thing is I got a lot of common sense because I got both. In other words, I got book smarts and common sense. I can work on this bike. I've had this bike all apart. I've had the El Camino all apart. Everything. I've done a lot of mechanical things, hands-on things. I have practical common sense knowledge combined with book knowledge. And I'm telling you, this stuff, man, I heard so many stories about the miracle this and miracle that. This stuff is the only thing I've ever taken that I've noticed such a big difference so fast. In the beginning, I was taking it, I was feeling very tired. And, I heard that's normal because you're killing off the bad stuff, the bad microbes. It's got antibiotics in it, natural antibiotics from the cow, right? Which is equivalent, the colostrum from the cow is actually equivalent exactly to human colostrum, except it's even more higher quality. And this is the only stuff I've seen that's all tested. So, I'm not working for these guys or nothing. I'm just saying I think this guy is legit. Don't think just because somebody's making a few bucks out there selling something, which I'm not selling, but I'm saying is, somebody's always got an angle, right? This guy that runs his Sovereign Labs, I think he is very legit. A lot of people are, that's their whole bread and butter. I would always suggest, like, if you get vitamins or supplements, go to a place that's been reputable, that's what they do. Don't go into a retail store because I saw from the FDA actually test some of the, I don't even mention the retail stores, some of the stuff that was sold in the retail stores was fake supplements, like echinacea, which, you'd be taking that for a cold or something. It doesn't work because it's fake. Now, also with this colostrum, I don't know, there's probably fake stuff out there too, but this one's supposed to be all tested. He's got independent testing and all that kind of stuff. So, I would really trust it. But I know it's working. This is the only thing I've ever seen that works like crazy. And it might possibly be because this is fixing the bioflora in my system. And I take all these other supplements. So maybe before, these other supplements weren't getting into me at the cellular level. But when my bioflora was fixed with this, it could be a combination of stuff. When my bioflora was fixed with this, all the other stuff I take, like Nature's Way, Alive, Whole Food, Energizer, natural vitamins and minerals, and herbal support and all that, maybe all that is now far more bioavailable. Like I just mentioned on my last video, that I didn't realize that the red reishi mushroom doesn't work as well unless you put it in a tea in hot water, and it releases a lot of stuff. Actually, I'm going to be doing this on a lot of my vitamins now. From now on, I'm going to put them in teas. Probably spearmint tea, because spearmint tea, if you put something bad tasting, and you make a tea out of it, something bad tasting, if you make it with spearmint tea, as a side note, I'm just saying this, if you make it with spearmint tea, something bad tasting, because red reishi root mushroom doesn't taste that good in a tea. If you mix it with another, that's probably why it's blended with other teas. But if you mix it with spearmint, it tastes pretty good. It tastes okay. But, just want to mention, I'll probably have to put a separate video on that because I can't talk about everything in one video. It's too much. I could talk about supplements for freaking hours on end. But like I said, since I've known this a lot of information about supplements, minerals, how they work together, what you should take together, how they work synergistically together. It's partly where I got my name from, Synergy, because it was on my favorite bicycle. I used to love to ride. It was called Synergy. Anyway, but this stuff, wow. But there's a lot in this. It's not just the the human growth hormone, the telomerase. It's got the antibiotics. It's got also amino acids and essential oils and things. It's just, there's a load of stuff in here. And it tastes pretty damn good, surprisingly. I get the vanilla flavor. Organic and natural vanilla flavors, but it almost reminds me of, like, the body. I almost think of it as, like, because I do a lot of mechanical work, I always think of it, you could actually repair your body. You do it a different way. You don't take out a wrench and change a part, unless you're a doctor, change your heart or something. But this, it's almost like, it almost reminds me of, the Colostrum almost reminds me of the engine restore, I put a little of that in the bike here too, even though it doesn't have too much miles on a rebuilt motor. Put a little bit of that in there too, but this is some amazing stuff. So now it's been about 3 weeks. I missed one day of working out because I was at work all day and I was just too tired to go to the gym. I was just sleepy tired, it's just from being up early, working all day. But I've been going now up in a lot more hours, and I'm still getting a lot of other stuff done during the day. And it's like I was like 25 years ago or something, or more. That's my energy level, and I'm hoping it's going to go up more and more, because as I lose fat and I get down to leaner, I want to have more and more energy. And the other thing is, this thing gives you an incentive to do intermittent fasting, because you want to take this on an empty stomach. So I've been taking this twice a day, and I'm eating like only on a smaller window, probably 4 or 5 hours or something. And because I'm taking this stuff twice a day, I want to make sure I take it on an empty stomach, because your stomach acids will destroy a lot of not everything in it, but it'll destroy a lot of the stuff that the microbes or whatever it is that are making your bioflora correct. And it will not work liposomal delivery, because you got to take this on an empty stomach, because it goes through the stomach, and where it delivers into the body is through the small intestines. It's got to get down to the small intestines. So it's protected. But if you eat something with this, and especially a protein, it'll destroy it. Not that'll make something bad out of it, but it won't be effective. But I've been making sure I don't eat most of the day, because I'm taking this twice a day. So anyway, this is some powerful stuff, man. I just never noticed anything this freaking strong in my life, period, that worked that fast. Now, the other thing is, I've been taking the red reishi mushroom. I don't know if that's doing something too. It may be. And I also got the Parazapper with the pedestal offset that's been up to more. And that might be doing something too. I've noticed that thing has given me good energy. And actually, I feel way better than, 95% easy of people my age or even younger. But I like to get down to where I feel really great for a 22-year-old and look like one. You know what I mean? Why not, right? That should be the goal of anybody. If you're really, and also these people that are, the pleasure heightening, pleasure seekers, and they do everything wrong. People like that really need to be in this type of stuff, because if you're abusing your body with other fun things, whatever the hell, I don't even mention anything here, but you want to make sure you take care of everything to counteract any kind of problems. I mean, people, they drink and they smoke and they party and they go to events and clubs, and you know what I mean, they do crazy things. And so you want to make sure, people like that especially, but actually people like that actually do not follow this stuff. They're too busy having fun, quote unquote, and they burn out real quick. Well, the way I look at it is, I like to have, better to have fun and not burn out quick. That's another way of looking at it too. It's not just that you're going to be living like a monk or something. But I'm just saying is that, people want to live life to the fullest and do whatever they want. You know, this is the stuff to take too. This is for them too. I mean, it's for everybody basically. No matter, you know, what your lifestyle or what you feel like or what age you are, this is for everybody. This stuff is amazing stuff. I don't know, once this gets around, I think it's going to be hard to get. And we're probably going to have sacred cows here in the United States too, because that's why they got sacred cows in India. I didn't know that, because that's where they get the colostrum from. Just that cow is doing us a lot of good, man, really. Tell you the truth, right now I'm thinking we should never kill a cow ever, because if they produce colostrum like this, that's all they ought to be doing. This is more important than, you know, we can go fish instead of eat beef or something, you know. Anyway, over and out. And you know what? This might, I'm not sure if this is kosher. It might be. I mean, I don't know what they'd have to add to it to be kosher. Blessed by the rabbi or something. I'm not sure. That'd be a question. I don't know. I'm getting more interested in that kosher Jewish stuff. You know, I've always have been somewhat, but even more so lately. But, you know, this, I don't know. I'm not sure. This might be, I don't know why it wouldn't be kosher. It could be. I guess it needs to be blessed or something, but otherwise, it's got nothing bad in it. Actually, this should actually be part of a kosher diet, I would think. You know, if they're going to modify something here in the future for, you know, rabbinical diet and, you know, with Jews, I'm actually going to probably start going more kosher myself, for real. This would be one to add on, you know. Once the rabbis find out about this, they got to add this. They got to add this for the Jewish people, big time. Which, in a way, I'm kind of an associate. I don't know. I might actually be Jewish, you know, coming up here pretty soon. Who knows? I'm starting to study it. To tell you the truth. Anyway, over and out. Little Snuggles Dixie and his brother Onyx. And you know what? I swear, if we ever find the other brother, somebody took him. Looks like a tuxedo. But, you know, him, big brother here, he's a little guy. Big, I swear to God, I wish that guy was back, because, you know, they got the 3 family here. We got to have 4. We got to have 4. Anyway, you guys are going to get some of this stuff, too. Right, Dixie? And you're going to get fixed here pretty soon, too. We got to fix you guys up, man. I love these little meow meows, man. They're my assistants. Without these guys, I don't know what I'd do. You know, they help me out so much. They're sweet. They're really sweet cats. All of them. This is, I can't even tell the difference. Oh, that other one was feather out there. This is Onyx. That was Mama Cat I was showing. Here he is. You want to go outside? Here, go ahead. That was her outside. Look like twins, Mama and son.